Today's episode is on time, and don't let anyone else tell you differently, not even Zach. This isn't where we left off. This is a bunch of skeletons. This is apparently the only place in the game to get Cathon crystals. Yeah, took me about 2 hours to work that out. But, in the intervening time, we got a gun that shoots, well, giant bolts of energy. We got a Hush revolver. We got this identified. And, yeah. But anyway.
That's the way to show those bastards, I mean, good hit, sir.
Cathon crystal. Don't tell me that's it. Like, it can't be just... Hey. Well, let's go bring this guy down here. Fair enough. Then we just head to Ashbury. Head to Ashbury. I'm assuming a dozen assassins now. Nice, good stuff. Actually, Silence is a place I want to go. Hi there. You have nothing I want. Will you? No. Sweet. Sweet. And it should be... Yes. Alright. Sweet. That's a way longer than it had any right to be. Like, sure, put MacGuffins and all that, like, into your game, but don't make it like, alright, these are the only, things you're ever gonna need these crystals for. And if you're a tech character, everyone who trades in them is going to immediately hate you. Ashbury. Going shifty. I might actually write that down. Yeah. There we go. Alright. 617 west by 528 south. I must go. My people need me. No, well, not really, but you know. How do I get out of here? Yep, good to see that's still broken. Alright. Sweet. So I'm looking for 617 West. 528 South. I'll go there. Of course I can't. When I get through the mountains, I'm oh, fuck off. I love that we're just like blowing bits of NPCs nowadays. Oh. By the way, it's cold. It's cold outside. In my room, it is absolutely boiling, which is why I have a fan on, which hopefully I can edit out. I have done so before, but yeah. And if I have done so, you'll tell because the audio will be hey. Alright, so I stand here. And I put on my glasses. Boom! Alright, this seems like I'm about to go to a place with royalty. Let's not piss everyone off. King Thunderstone? Okay. Where's my Pikachu? I'm just gonna go straight. What do you do? Trouble? Yes. There is trouble. I'm not wealthy enough. I'm here to steal your riches. Oh great, you guys are stone broke. Sure, we can clip through beds now. It's a thing we can do. We're stone related. We bring to you the pitted rocks. I have no idea what that is, so I'm just gonna leave it alone. Let's not piss off the gods any more than I already have, eh? This is not where I'm supposed to be. Uh-huh. That looks more appropriate for where I'm supposed to be going. Yep. This is the right way. Save here. Both over and under the mountain of the land of Arcanum. I have a few questions. You said you were my father is, and I earlier said, and all will we. Basically, this is what happens. You say you've been to confirm. Yep. Hold on. Last two. The elves? What the hell is going on here? He told me so little. What happened? Please give me a straight answer, goddamn you. Here were dwarves. Do you know of the clan wars? Whoa, clan wars. 500 years? Oh dear. The time of Lorik, we speak of the... Who was Lorik? Alright. That heavy stone heart. He or the Abdra. In victory burnt Lorik alive. Oh. This broken what? My father permitted banishment by the elves? Oh. Yep. Of course, because he just banished, an entire clan of people. The cabin shook with each. Oh dear. But Harrow. Bates. Oh god. Stone to use in a mural. To the moon. And with these elves came to us. Okay, so what the hell is up with... It was they who demanded the banishment. Oh boy. Okay. This is bad. By the way, I have no idea where all the sand's gone, so, deal with it. Who are these elves? You walked over the dredge. Where's the dredge? Oh, are you freaking kidding me? Yeah, you are totally... My heart breaks every day, so I seek the truth. Please. Although he says that he lives deep within the dredge. Ha! You are a good man!
What? Who dares disturb the exile of Thunderstone?
Suddenly voice acting.
Quiet. This insolence is unforgivable. The violation of my ancient right for solitude and exile is not broken so easily. Your life hangs in the balance, stranger. Speak quickly, lest you taste of the fury of Harrow. My son, Randver, he would dare permit such an affront. I've come here to writhe upon the blade of my sorrow, to live the 1,000 deaths by the ancient right of kings. These laws are passed down through the mountain from the beginning of remembered time. Your life is forfeit to them, as is my own. Do you understand? I care not of your race, dwarf. Do you have any idea the number of dwarves who have fallen under the blade of Harrow? What do I care of another? What? How do you know? Speak quickly. Your life still hangs in the balance. Forgive my harsh words before, dwarf brother. I
Oh, so
mean
now
no
you care that I'm a
harm.
dwarf?
My crimes are heinous enough without adding to them more dwarfen blood. In all the time since the judgment was passed, I have never spoken of it. My shame has held my tongue.
By the way,
It
why are you
seems that
naked?
very shame shall now, finally... a delegation of elves sent from the Silver Lady herself. They
Okay.
came not long after Bates had built his first steam engine. Technology in the hands of the human had spread and advanced at an alarming rate, and the elves were hit first and hardest. The Silver Lady is Mother Queen to the elves. She is very old, much older than I, and very powerful in the ways of magic. No, I'm not sure if any but elven eyes have ever been laid upon her. Over the years, we have corresponded through messengers. Elves and dwarves are very different, and we tend to stay away from one another.
Well, at least it's not like
But our
like a war,
relationship,
like
as culturally strained as it in Kintara, the oldest city of the elves, somewhere within the glimmering forest. Their forests were being cleared with the help of technology. Massive steam-powered clear-cutters. The oldest groves, towering and untouched for thousands of years, were being destroyed without prejudice. I saw much of this with my own eyes. The ancient forest of Morbahan is little more than a graveyard now. I'm unsure, but I don't believe so. But the delegation said that the crimes were against all elves. You see, elves feel a very strong connection to the world, to nature, and especially to forests. It's said that elven souls reside in the oldest trees. I don't know if this is true, but I do know there to be a strong connection between living things and magic. The delegation told me that she was extremely hurt and angry about the damage that had been done. According to them, because of her age and power, she was hurt the most by the clearing. Her connection to the forests was
that makes
strongest of
sense.
all. There are many reasons. Humans, in comparison with the other races, live such short lives. Because of this, I believe that every human action is motivated through fear. The fear of death. You would think that this was a relative issue, that humans would learn to live with this limitation and accept it.
Yeah,
Is not true.
yeah, that's always been an issue with humans.
And therefore, humans, when confronted with any situation, see it through the veil of their own mortality. Achieve, advance, perform. Humans are constantly driven by the shadow of their own death. This fear, unfortunately, clouds their judgment, deadens their sense of right and wrong. Humans act first, think later, and feel last of all. When Bates was given a look at our technology, he was overcome. As a human, his first thought was, what can I use this for? When it should have been, what is the cost of its use? Technology exploded in their hands because they are not burdened with our longevity. Humans rarely live long enough to see the consequences of their mistakes. The delegation told me that she was extremely hurt. I've said before that there is a strong connection between living things and magic, and the magic flows the most strongly in the veins of elves. Dwarves are very different. We feel a strong connection to the earth, but in another way. We love those things which are eternal, unchangeable. Earth, stone, metal. In those things are strength, but not life, as they said that if the Black Mountain clan was not punished, there would be war. War! I told them that a punishment was already being decided upon, and that we, as dwarves, would deal with them. They refused. They claimed rights as the afflicted, and therefore as the judges. They agreed that exile was a suitable punishment, but they wanted to be the vessel of that retribution. No. I know that there was a time of violence many years ago among the elves. But from what I know of them, they are a very rational, peace-loving people. They know that ultimately, war benefits no one. Wow. I was very surprised when they came and threatened it.
Yeah.
Yes. The more we talk about it, I begin to get the same feeling. Yes, the elves would have been angry, but would they really have threatened war? Morbahan was a tragedy, but directly affected none of the elven communities. Perhaps my fear blinded me to such things. I am very old, stranger. You may know nothing of me, but believe me when I tell you that I've seen enough dwarven blood spilled to fill 1,000 lifetimes. Have you any idea what it would mean for there to be a war between the elves and the dwarves? But nothing. I chose to spare the dwarves, the world, the price of such a war. What was one clan's honor in comparison with the sheer cataclysm that would result otherwise? You ask what right they had? None. They merely forced a choice, and I chose the path of least resistance, but that is the point. I am king of the dwarves. It is my responsibility to lead them, to protect them. But most importantly, it is my responsibility to defend their honor, their dwarven honor. By allowing my own fear or concern, regardless of how justified that fear might be, to overshadow their honor, was an unforgivable. Even as king, the choice is never mine as to whether even one dwarf is stripped of his honor. I should have brought this to the people, or just flatly refused from the beginning. I was a coward, a failure, and this exile is my punishment. Given the choice now, I would have waged war against all of Arcanum to uphold the honor of that foolish little clan. I don't know, stranger. I think that it is too late for me. No, my friend. It is no longer my burden. I've taken up another. I've failed the dwarves once. I shall never do so again. Leave me here. Tell Randver he won't be seeing me anymore. I see now that the price for my cowardice is even more costly than I'd imagined. My poor dwarven brothers. Take this. A letter sent to me from the elven delegation. Within it is a name. Min Gorad. It's all I have, and all I'm willing to give. Perhaps you should seek out Kintara, city of the elves. I know not where it is, but the village of Stillwater is near the edge of the glimmering forest. I'll say no more. Leave me. I return to my exile. I'll say no more. Leave me.
Oh boy.
I return to my exile. I am nothing.
Give me information. Okay. I'm sure there'll be no repercussions to this whatsoever. Let's just run away. Just run and run. Pause makes it I speak for creative elves. Oh, bloody hell. That's a fairly blunt statement. Do this now or we're going to war. War. Ooh. Why is it good for absolutely everything? Alright. Let's just run like hell. Run. Oh. Well, that was remarkably. It's right there. Oh, so much for the grand adventure going across the mountains and all that. Ah well.